His Majesty, the King.
So shaken as we are, so wan with care, find we a time for frighted peace to pant, and breathe short-winded accents of new broils to be commenced in strands afar remote. No more the thirsty entrance of the soil shall daub her lips with her own children's blood. No more shall trenching war channel her fields, nor bruise her flowerets with the armed hooves of hostile paces. Those opposed eyes shall now in mutual, well-beseeming ranks march all one way, and be no more opposed against acquaintance, kindred, and allies. The edge of war, like an ill-sheathed knife, no more shall cut its master. Therefore, friends, as far as to the sepulchre of Christ, whose soldier now, under whose blessed cross we are impressed to fight. Then let me hear of you, my gentle cousin Westmoreland, what yesternight the council did decree in forwarding this dear expedient.
My liege, this haste was hot in question, and many limits the charge set down. But yesternight, when all athwart there came a post from Wales loaden with heavy news, whose worst was that the noble Mortimer, leading the men of Herefordshire to fight against the wild and irregular Glendower, was by the rude hands of that Welshman taken, 1,000 of his people butchered, upon whose dead corpse there was such misuse, such beastly, shameless transformation by those Welshmen done, as may not be without much shame retold or spoken of.
It seems the tidings of this broil break off our business for the Holy Land.
This matched with other did, my gracious lord, for more uneven and unwelcome news came from the north, and less it did import. On Holy Rood Day, the gallant Hotspur there, young Harry Percy, and brave Archibald, that ever valiant and approved Scot, at home did met, where they did spend a sad and bloody hour.
Here is a dear, a true industrious friend, Sir Walter Blunt, new and lighted from his horse, and stained with the variation of each soil betwixt that Holmdon and this seat of ours. And he hath brought us smooth and welcome news. The Earl of Douglas is discomfited. 10,000 bold Scots, 22 knights, balked in their own blood did Sir Walter see. On Holmdon's plains of prisoners Hotspur took Mordake, Earl of Fife, and eldest son to beaten Douglas, and the Earl of Athole, of Murray, Angus, and Menteith. And is this not an honorable spoil, a gallant prize, cousin, is it not?
In faith, it is a conquest for a prince to boast of.
Yea, there thou makest me sad, and makest me sin and envy, that my lord Northumberland should be fathered so blessed a son who is the theme of honor's tongue amongst a grove, the very straightest plant, who is sweet fortune's minion and her pride, whilst I, by looking on the praise of him, see riot and dishonor stain the brow of my young Harry. Oh, that it could be proved that some night-tripping fairy had exchanged in cradle clothes our children where they lay, and called mine Percy and his Plantagenet. Then I would have his Harry and he mine. But let him for my thoughts. What think you, cause of this young Percy's pride, of prisoners which he in this adventure hath surprised, to his own use he keeps, and sends me word I shall have none but Mordake, Earl of Fife?
This is his uncle's teaching. This is Worcester, malevolent to you in all aspects, which makes him prune himself and bristle up the crest of youth against your dignity.
But I have sent for him to answer this, and for a while we must neglect our holy purpose to Jerusalem. Cousin, on Wednesday next our council we will hold at Windsor, so inform the lords, but come yourself with speed to us again, for more is to be said, and to be done than out of anger can be uttered.
I will, my liege.